And now we're going to finally continue climbing up the island. But I have to go back down here and climb up these stupid grates again. So yeah, I think I'm actually making some pretty good progress in this game so far. I think at this point, I mean, if I had a 3-minute video, so if I add 12 minutes onto that, that'll be video 9, another 15 minutes, video 10. Yeah, this is like video 11 right now. And I believe in my old project, I actually fought the boss of Angry Aztec on video 13. So that kind of gives you an idea of how fast I am progressing through the game now. It does help that I have, 4 extra minutes in my videos with the 15-minute time limit, but still, I am making some pretty good progress when you actually look at it. And I haven't really had to resort to using video cuts either. Okay, and there's also Banana Port 4, so you can easily climb up here again without, doing that stupid grate thing. And here we go! This is the entrance to the third area of the game, Frantic Factory. You need 15 bananas in order to get in here. But at this point, I'm actually tired of recording, so I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. This is SlimKirby's, just SlimKirby. I was getting ready to say SlimKirby 64, but that would be wrong. And yeah, I'll see you in a little bit for more Donkey Kong 64. Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more Let's Play Donkey Kong 64. Today we're going to start the third world, Frantic Factory. If you couldn't tell, we have a cutscene. I keep forgetting about the cutscene, I don't know why. Okay, if that cutscene wasn't proof enough, Diddy Kong is the man. He is. I mean, you can't deny it. He's the man. That was just awesome. Okay, so this is Frantic Factory. As soon as we step inside the factory, we see that the final, one of our Kong friends, is actually trapped in here. And apparently this Kong does not like heights, so we need to rescue him as soon as possible. First we have some banana ports, though. We'll go ahead and activate those. So I have a few things I need to discuss. Well, I guess I don't need to discuss them, but I would like to mention them. First of all, due to the high number of comments and votes back in video 7, I am wearing a funny hat for this recording. Because so many people requested that I wear a funny hat for one of my recordings. It's not really a funny hat by any means, because I don't really have any funny hats here, but what I did was, I actually took a normal hat that I had just lying around, and on the hat, I took a piece of paper, I wrote on the piece of paper, member of the DK crew, and I also drew a wrench, since we're, in a factory level. And, I just taped that on the hat, and now I'm wearing the hat, so that's what I did for the funny hat. I know it's not really funny, I mean, it's kind of humorous, I guess, in its own right, but, I didn't really have any funny hats lying around. I'm not a funny hat kind of guy, but if I find one, I'll definitely get it and wear it for one of my recordings. I do promise you that. Here is a major part of this level right now. This is the, I think, the production room. We'll be coming here at the very end. There's actually quite a few things here, if you couldn't tell already. Each Kong kind of has their own little unique chore they can do inside here, so we'll definitely be back here later. We just can't do anything right now. Frantic Factory is really a giant area separated into a bunch of little areas. You have the production room, you have the storage room, you have an R&B room. There's just a lot of different things you can do in here. And there's Banana Port 1, so we have that activated now. And Chunky Kong is actually right there, so we should probably try to free him now. And that is exactly what I'm going to do. So, to free him, we actually need Lanky Kong, so if you didn't stop at Angry Aztec and freed Lanky, you can't get Chunky Kong yet. But, you know, since I do things the proper way, that shouldn't be a problem for me at all. Let me first grab some coins, and let's see what's up here. Oh, in here we have Candy Kong and Cranky Kong. Every Kong has a move they can learn here in Frantic Factory, so I'll be doing that in a little bit. Let me first kind of clean up in this room, though, because I also need to free Chunky Kong, too. Okay, so where is that slope I need to climb up? Okay, it's over here. A few other things I wanted to mention. Nothing major, nothing that really affects the project or anything. And yeah, just hit that switch to free Chunky. Okay, there's a bunch of illogical things that happened right there, but I'm not going to get into those. Namely the fact that the cage just disappeared. And, you know, secondly, how Chunky didn't even seem to get hurt by that. But yeah, Chunky Kong collects green bananas, and all of his items are green. Anyways, a few other things that are kind of convenient. I didn't actually realize this until just now, but I'm actually wearing a Donkey Kong shirt. I actually didn't plan on that at all. I just kind of put it on this morning, and now I'm recording. I'm like, hey, look, a Donkey Kong shirt. Hey, look, I'm playing Donkey Kong. How is that? That's really, really convenient. So yeah, just that's kind of, I found that kind of cool, I guess. And then also, there was something else. Oh yeah, I actually have a banana with me for this recording, so if I get, like, hungry during the recording, I can, you know, eat a banana. It probably won't, you know, go to that, but still. Just found that kind of interesting. Okay, back to the game. Now that I'm, you know, done boring you guys with stupid random facts you probably don't care about. First thing we have in here is a barrel blasting course. I'll go ahead and take care of that. I think this one's a little more difficult than the first two we've had, so there's always a chance I could fail this. Oh, okay, here's like the first example where you can't just, you know, go to the next barrel. You have to find another place to aim. In this case, we have to aim at the ring up there, and then we'll go into a barrel that's over here. Then we go inside the DK star, and we activate a switch right in front of a Donkey Kong arcade machine. Looks like we'll be going retro Donkey Kong here in this level. Not yet, though. First of all, I need DK's move before I can even do anything with that. I'm gonna get Tiny Kong really quick, because I know there's a Kasplat enemy in this room. Not this room. This room. So I'll go ahead and take care of that. The new move we learned from the Banana Fairies actually takes these guys out in one hit, so you can kind of, you know, charge up those moves and then just, you know, blast it right in front of them and take care of them very easily. Which I like doing. I like to admit I like doing that. Okay, what else can I do in here? Not much. There's really not that much here, so I'm gonna switch to Diddy Kong, because I think the next area has some red bananas, and, you know, I want to make sure that I kind of go in order. Not so much in order, but, you know, kind of that I'm, you know, getting collectibles early on, as soon as I can. And yeah, look, the guys respawn after a while. Okay, yep, I was right, there's red bananas, okay. I picked the right Kong. Over here we have a gate, but we can't get through this gate just yet. We actually need our new Kong and an ability of that Kong to actually get through there, which we actually learn in this level, so we'll be able to take care of that very soon. Here we have Banana Port 5 and a Tiny Barrel. I should probably come back here with Tiny and do something in here. In fact, I might actually do that right now, since I apparently can't do anything else. I thought there was more I could do, but I guess not. I'm not really that familiar with this area, I have to admit. I used to, and I'm going to get into that later, a story about that later on. because I actually have quite a big history with this game. And I'll probably be talking about it throughout this Let's Play. But yeah, it's been a while since I've played this game, so I'm not as familiar with this area as I thought I was, but don't worry, it won't be a problem. I can, you know, try to maneuver myself back into the groove or something. Okay, you have a tiny barrel, so let's go ahead and use this. I'm going to try to collect as many gold bananas as I can early on, and then it'll be just a matter of going to specific areas and cleaning up. And I'm very low on crystal coconuts, I didn't really realize that. Tiny also gets a very valuable move in this level. This move is going to be very, very helpful for some of the later areas and, you know, just this area in general. It makes maneuvering around a lot easier, I think. But there we go, we got that gold banana out of the way. Now, where do I go next? I guess I could go back to the first room and try to, you know, go to the right path, because there were two paths. I kind of just chose the left one. Yeah, I'll probably do that. I'll do that now. I think I can just stay as Tiny Kong, though, so that's what I'll do. Actually, can I go through here? No, that's just another room. Okay, never mind. I'll just go back to the beginning, like I said. I believe if you go this way, you'll find a Snide's HQ and a few other things. Namely, this gate. Oh crap, how do I get through this gate? You don't need a Chunky to get through here. You need something else, I know that much. Okay, yeah, I wasn't kidding, I really don't know what I'm doing here. I thought I did. Maybe if I go back this way, I can find something else. Maybe. Oh, Chunky. Okay, I should probably... Well, no, I don't have his coconut... Or, not his coconut shooter. It's just standard weapon. If you couldn't figure out from other levels and me, you know, passing things, Chunky's shooting weapon is pineapples. Okay, am I back in the factory now, or, well, the production room? Am I going back to the production room, or... Okay, yeah, this is the production room. Okay, I am kind of lost right now, I hate to say. There's a switch I have to hit. I know that much. There's a switch that I definitely have to hit. I just don't know where that switch is. I'm wondering if I just, you know, missed a path that I just, you know, missed. I really don't know at this point. Okay, maybe if I climb up here... Well, no, this is where Cranky and Chunky are. No, Cranky and Candy. Why'd I say Chunky? I have no idea. Okay, there's a Diddy switch. Or a Diddy pad. Okay, I am seriously lost right now. I can't believe it. Okay, I can't do anything there. I just came from there. There was nothing over there. There has to be something up here, though. Okay, no, this is definitely where Cranky and Candy are. I don't have enough coins for Chunky's new moves, so, or both of them anyways. Chunky has 2 moves he has to learn. Yeah, I really don't know what to do at this point. I guess I'll go ahead and collect Chunky's coins and then get the moves. I didn't really want to do it that way, but I'm kind of at a loss to do it at this point, so I might as well do that now. Oh, wait. Okay, here's that switch I was talking about earlier. Okay, yeah, that opens that right there. That's what I was looking for. I can't believe I didn't find that. Okay, I'll just go ahead and get the coins anyways. The sooner I get those moves, the better. I've wasted 13 minutes already. Just from, you know, running around doing stupid things. Oh wait, gotta go back this way. Again, I kind of wanted to get Chunky's weapon first, but I'll just make a quick stop back here later, so I can get the balloon. Right now, coins are more important. Then I can probably get a few bananas as Chunky Kong. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna start collecting moves now.